Have you ever felt like giving up? Had a setback that felt impossible to overcome? Or just found it hard to find the light at the end of the tunnel? I think we all have. I want to share a 5-step process that I use to help me find my way through one of those moments. So I like to think that I have 2 careers, a CrossFit coach and a personal trainer, and a professional reality TV competitor. Yes, mama and dada, that's a thing. I have competed 6 times on the biggest reality TV shows in America. And the 2 most common questions I get asked is, 1, how do I get your arms? To which I will say, you gotta lift heavy and eat lots of carbs. And then the second is, how did you do that? How did you keep going? For reference, I have played Survivor twice. The first time was season 29, so long ago. San Juan del Sur, with my twin sister Nadia, who's in the audience somewhere here today. Yep. She was voted off first. Filled with rage that powered me to actually win that season. We were 20 bookends. It was pretty epic. The second time I played was Winners at War, season 40, an all-winners returnee cast with a $2 million prize pot. Yes, it was $2 million. This time, it was I who was voted out first. But instead of heading back to New Jersey, I was sent to the Edge of Extinction, which is exactly what it sounds like, a desolate, unforgiving island without shelter and no food. So the design of this island was to break us down mentally, physically, and emotionally. But there's this twist. We would get 2 opportunities to battle each other and earn our way back into the game of Survivor. Every 3 days, a castaway would join our tribe. So in my eyes, I had 3 options, right? 3. 1, quit and go home. 2, stay, feel powerless, and be miserable. Or 3, make this setback my comeback. And with that mindset, I was able to shift an adversity into an opportunity. But I needed a plan. I needed steps that I could follow if I was going to stay the course. Because I had no idea how long it would last and how I was going to do it. But I decided I was going to try. So this is my 5-step process that I use to get off that island. The goal here is for you to leave with a roadmap that you can use to get off your own personal edge of extinction. Number 1 is to accept. It happened, it sucks, now what? Denial only causes more tension, so fighting something doesn't really change the circumstance. Accepting is the first step in acknowledging exactly where you are. Whether it's an injury, heartbreak, misfortune, or loss, accepting allows us to ask the question, what can I do now to change this situation? There is a lot of power in that. The power of action. A comeback to plan, a goal to reach. I do good with those. So day 2, on the island, I asked myself, this is day 2, Natalie, what do you want to do? And I decided right then and there, I want to fight. I want to be back in the game, and I still want to win. Number 2, commit. You have to do the work, no excuses. On Extinction, if I performed well, I won fire tokens. This Survivor currency allowed me to buy advantages for these battle-back challenges, essentially my chance to get back in the game. So the goal became really simple. Win as many fire tokens as possible. So I committed to work hard no matter what. Commitment means choosing to do the things that you don't feel like doing, but doing them anyway. Embracing the suck, sort of like a pledge to yourself, a pledge that you must not break. Exhausted, I would scour the island for advantages. Every challenge was an opportunity to outwork my competition. I did the work day in and day out without one single excuse. 3's affirm. Say it out loud. So to give you an idea of what my body went through on extinction, picture this. When I showed up, I was 150 pounds. And when I left, I was 115, which is crazy. That's 35 pounds in 33 days. We were surviving on 1 tablespoon of rice a day, so energy is not a renewable resource out on the edge. I literally would feel myself smaller and smaller, just withering away, which I did not like. So to combat this, I would start speaking to myself. I would say, "You are strong. This body is resilient. You have to keep fighting." Telling my body what to do changed the way it felt. It's like the words willed my body to perform without any fuel. And I always stay fueled. So find the words in your life that make you feel powerful, that can change the way you feel and the decisions you make daily. So we're gonna try this together. When I say strong, I mean every essence of the word. It's not just physical, right? So we're gonna say on 3, we're gonna say together, "I am strong." 1, 2, 3. I am strong. Hopefully that made you feel good. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, I want you to look in the mirror and give yourself an affirmation. Tell yourself something that you might need to hear. It has to be in the mirror. Number 4, be present and be persistent. Be in the moment, enjoy the process, and just keep going. While others dreaded the news of a grueling challenge, I started to wake up almost excited for what extinction had in store for me. I found ways to feel accomplished every single day, whether it was collecting firewood or trying to catch a fish, usually unsuccessful. The process here also included kind of surviving the island and its harsh environment. I started to enjoy my morning swims and my 2-mile hike to get rice with my beach besties, Parvati and Ethan. But my end game remained the same. However, the daily to-do list helped me be present and built momentum along my journey. I remember this one challenge, the infamous log challenge, which lasted over 4 hours. We were tasked with retrieving logs, one by one, placed a mile across the beach and up this steep hill. Halfway through the challenge, I felt myself more and more immersed in the moment. So it felt like I was in this flow state. So I hyper-focused on the hot sun on my skin, my heavy legs, and my burning lungs. I felt so alive in that moment. I still do that today, and it's awesome. When I'm in the middle of a gnarly workout, instead of leaning away from the pain, I kind of lean in, and I just focus on what my body's feeling. Day by day, task by task, challenge by challenge, I tried to experience every moment, and I kept grinding. Stay ready. If you see an opportunity, you gotta take it. I had done everything in my control. When doubt tried to creep in, I would silence it with the confidence that I found in my preparation. I had done the work. I knew that. So I didn't rely on feeling ready. I just had to take every shot I got. And on day 31 was my first chance to get off that island. But I did not win. I did not make it off that island. And in life, this will happen. So I started again. I stuck to the plan. The same process, the same strategy, waiting for my second chance. And there it was on day 36, the last battle back challenge. It all came down to this. I used my fire tokens to buy as many advantages as I could, which was a lot. And I had so much fire tokens, I was also able to buy myself an idol and my friend Tyson immunity idol. I bet on myself and I tried again. This time, I won the battle. I won the final Battleback Challenge and made it off the edge of extinction. I was no longer in this limbo. I was back in the game of Survivor. That win was an accumulation of all my hard work, unwavering commitment, affirmations, and persistence. Was it hard? Heck yes. It's the hardest thing, one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But did I keep going? Yes, I did. And that is where the magic happens. Doing difficult things that can change the situation that you are currently in. My story, unfortunately, did not include winning the $2 million, but I did make it off that island. I sat at that final tribal council. I had lasted 39 days. Over the years, I've had to find my win that season, and my win is my journey, my relentless pursuit in achieving my goal and choosing to believe in myself. You may not find yourself stranded on an island anytime soon, unless you obviously apply to be on Survivor, but you will experience setbacks. Bad stuff will happen to you, and in those hard times, you will face the same decision. What do I do now? It is up to you to keep fighting. You might not always win, but what matters is that you choose to fight and you never give up on yourself. Thank you.